Kuala Lumpur is a bustling city, and two of its major attractions are the Petronas Twin Towers, the tallest twin towers in the world, and the KL Tower, the tallest communications tower in Southeast Asia. We're heading to both of these popular attractions today for the views of KL, and also to let you know which of these attractions is better if you only have the time or budget for one while visiting the city.
Got our tickets online, so we're gonna head inside. We're supposed to check in about half an hour early, so that's where we're headed now. So you come inside, head in to the left, and you'll see a sign saying the Sky Bridge tickets and entrance, and you take the escalator downstairs.
Okay, so we're just reading some facts on the towers, and it's mind-boggling. So 88 stories in each tower, and the towers are 452 meters high. In each tower, there's 29 double-decker high-speed passenger lifts. 29. There's a parking lot or a car park in the 5 basement levels for 5,400 cars. I am so excited. This has been my #1 thing that I've wanted to do since we've been in KL, so super excited to head out.
So it is important that you book in advance because the time slots book up. So we did book days in advance.
Okay, so we're on the Sky Bridge right now, which is in floor 41 and 42.
When you do this tour, you only get 10 minutes up here, so we're gonna make some good time of it.
Exactly. So down here, that's the KL Park, and I think it's 50 or 52 acres.
We'll go down there later.
Yes, we will.
Okay, so this is floor 86, the observation deck. This is crazier than the Sky Bridge, actually. I actually like this better than the Sky Bridge. It's like 360 views, and we're so friggin' high.
The architecture in Kuala Lumpur, the buildings, they're all so different and unique. Okay, so we actually get a really good view of the KL Tower as well. All right, so we're being summoned to the elevator.
I'm glad they bring it here last because these views, you can see all, see all the tower. Anyway, it's awesome. Highly recommend. Worth the money.
Okay, so we thought it was over, but now we're on the 83rd floor, and I guess we have a couple minutes to check out the views from here, which are it's only a couple floors down, but it still looks amazing. Spend money on the 83rd floor.
Okay, so we just left our Petronas Towers tour, and it was really awesome.
That's cool.
That was really fun, and Mitch has now convinced me that we have to go hit up the other tower.
Well, we got to compare, and we want to let you know if you only could choose one, which one should you do?
But we are going to wander through the KLCC park, and we also need to find some lunch. I'm not there yet, but
Jan's going to be hangry soon. So there's an actual running track. All right, let's keep exploring, Jan. Woo. And this is a 50-acre park right in the middle of town. Crazy.
just a little geography too, for anyone who didn't know. Kuala Lumpur is actually only 350 kilometers north of the equator. We might as well just be right on it. Honestly, it's so hot. We're in the shade.
We're not complaining. We're not complaining.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm just letting people know.
But it's really hot.
Anyway, we're gonna walk slowly through the shade of KLCC Park. Well, folks, we're headed to the KL Tower, and we just had a pro tip that we found by accident.
Yeah, at the bottom or at the entrance, there's a shuttle that'll take you up to the tower.
We've been walking along today, and it's hot as balls. So we're really appreciating this because it's very uphill from the entrance. This is not as busy as Petronas, so you can just arrive and buy your tickets.
All right, we're ready to go.
Okay.
So, ticket price was 120 ringgits per person. So that comes out to a little over 34 Canadian dollars. That was for the Sky Deck Skybox. Sky Deck, that's the tallest one. The outdoor one, that's 300 meters up.
So what I saw on all the prices was that everything is separate. So there's an observation deck that's not as high as the Sky Deck, but it is indoors. So I guess if you came on a rainy day, that would be the better option. And then there was this Skybox add-on, which looks like it's sort of the glass floor. So you had to pay an extra 10 ringgit per adult to be able to access these little skyboxes once we're up out on the Sky Deck, which is outside. So that should be pretty cool. So I guess we're gonna head on up. Okay, we did come in the afternoon this time. We have a tour group ahead of us, but it's fine because we're doing things in the afternoon instead of just lazing in the pool. Over there behind us is Petronas, where we were just earlier this afternoon, and now we're looking at them.
I do appreciate being outside, which is pretty cool. So you could have went a little bit lower to the observation deck, which is inside, like Jan was saying. But this one is a little bit higher, and it's outdoors, and there is a sky box that we can go in, and I think it has like a glass floor. So we'll have to check that out.
That over there is the second tallest tower in the world.
Merdeka 118.
So it's because it has 118 floors. We would go there as well. However, it's not even open yet. It was scheduled to open at the beginning of 2024. It's been delayed. I think the best guesstimates now are maybe 2025. So if you're here, maybe next year in KL, you will also have the opportunity to check that out. It's going to have some amazing observation decks at something crazy like floor 117.
Yeah.
So whew, that'll be quite the views.
Okay, so the skybox is really cool. There is a couple levels down at the observation deck. There is like a rotating restaurant, but I don't think we can go to it. I'm not sure because
we've not heard good reviews on that restaurant anyway, so I don't know that we would eat there even if we decided to. Anyway, it's cool. Let's enjoy the views.
All right. So we just finished the KL Tower. What were your thoughts?
It was a lot of money. It was $35 per person for what we did, which was to go to the Sky Deck and have the little runabout in the Skybox, which was really only an additional $250. So that was barely part of the price, which was great. I would have been sad if we hadn't just paid that extra for the Skybox. It was for me, it was a bit of a letdown. The views are okay. It's nice that you're outside, but part of the view seems like it's cut off just because you're not right at the edge like you were in Petronas, like being able to look down. So really, you're kind of missing actually like probably a few blocks of view because you're so high up, because you can't see over the edge. And they don't crowd control. Like, I really now appreciate Petronas and why they do the time blocks, and you have to, and everything's so specific and run very quickly, and you have 50 minutes here and 10 minutes there, because it was a little chaotic. There were a lot of tour buses, which that's on us for coming at this time of the day when all the tour buses are dumping in. But man, those groups are like, I don't want to say aggressive, but they're just, anyway, it was a lot. And I didn't feel like I wanted to hang out much longer, where Petronas was just, it was very high end and it was cheaper. So my opinion would be, I would not pay that money again. And if I did, I would say come as soon as it opens, or maybe come later. I don't know if the tour buses still come at night. It's open till 10. It would be pretty cool probably at night. I might maybe wish that we had tried that out to see what it was like instead. So yeah, that's...
And again, we didn't do the observation deck, and I'm assuming from what they told us, it's the same thing, it's just inside, and there is a restaurant in there. So we didn't do that, so we can't comment on that. And I would agree with Jen. I did like the skybox, but like there's a sign and saying that you can go in for 45 seconds. And there's like, a whole queue of people waiting to get in, and they call your number and all of that kind of stuff. I would have liked to spend a little more time in the skybox, because that had the cool views. You could look down. And
we also can't comment because there is other things to do, although I think absolutely everything just costs extra money. I think there's a little zoo here, an upside down house. I'm happy we did the eco park another day just on its own, because we just wanted to do a walk through the eco park and not do the tower, and that I actually really enjoyed.
My vote would be Petronas. It was very scheduled, and you had 10 minutes here, you had 15 minutes here, but thinking back, that was enough time to enjoy it.
It was.
With that being said, it was cool going up the KL Tower. I like, I enjoy things like that. However, I would do, if I had to pick, I would do Petronas. All right, well, that's it for today. This was a hot one. Well, most days are.
It was just a long hot one.
It was a long hot one.